The founder and owner of MYB, Mind Your Business Advisory Services, is Mrs. Neha Shukla. The Chief Associated Partner, CA Shakti Arun Shukla, is the Chief Advisor and Consultant of Mind Your Business Advisory Services. We are based in Nashik. Our contact details and website details have been provided on the screen. So let's move to our scope of services. Our vision, mission, and values. MYB has a vision of establish investor hub in Nashik. Mission is to achieve 1K new MSME in upcoming 5 years. Values are the reliability and the integrity. Profile of Mr. Shakti Shukla. He is a dynamic person carrying rich experience of 20 years in various sectors, domain expertise into the sectors such as automobile, manufacturing and infrastructure constructions, listed and non-listed companies. Along with the above, he is also seasoned into business management consulting services. He has played a vital role as a member of management team while working with Seva Automotive Private Limited, Tabria Tools, Delta Magnets, PP Science Constructions, The Catalyst, and PM Electro Auto Private Limited. While working with the corporate, he has developed functional expertise in the areas of business strategic decision management, business plans, forecasting, budgeting, financial management, pre-IPO readiness, business valuations, accounts, business procedures and policies, audits, taxation, secretarial practice, SEBI, costing, IFCs, SOPs, MIS, monthly, quarterly review meetings, cost saving and cost reduction plans, cash flow management, fund management, business restructuring, business intelligence, handle due diligence, fundraising, banking and compliances, SAP, ERP, implementations, corrections, business administrations. He is also certified forensic audit and fraud detections course given by ICAI, management consulting, etc., licensed with the various departments related to sectors above. His skill sets and journey so far. His skill sets are optimizing allocation of resources, effective youth organization leaders, stewardship to the shareholders, integrator and navigator, flexible coordinator, analytical and critical thinker, arbitrator and negotiator. Technical skill sets are strategic business decisions, business plans, budgeting and forecasting, internal financial control, audits, costing, secretarial practice, taxation, direct and indirect tax, SAP or ERP, all modules. He has started his journey and his career path which he has achieved in last 20 years from finance manager, region finance and account, region finance and account, CFO, business head, and now as a business coach. Industries he has gained experience into: CA firm, service sector. As a CA firm, Maruti Suzuki dealership, Honda dealership, business management consulting firms, investment banker. Manufacturing, hand tools manufacturer, ferrite, hard and soft ferrite manufacturing, engineering goods, solar tracker tubes, plastic moldings, pigments and dyes manufacturing, a chemical industry, RMCs, flour mill. Infrastructure, he has worked into civil works, bitumen road, concrete road, sale of aggregates. Some of services are mentor retainership program, process improvement services, Excel linear modeling, which helps into the decision making, virtual CFO services, recruitment services, PCA services, practicing charter accountant services, complete business transformation assignments. So let's move on to understand one by one services. Mentor retainership program, annual business plan. It's the foundation of the business. Target, budgeting, allocation of the resources to achieve the annual business plan. Forecasting, projects the future financials of the business that are based on the annual business plan and the budgeting. Exploration of features of the existing system. Vetting of various customers and supplier agreement. Guiding on updating on taxation and indirect taxes. CMA and other formalities for renewal of existing bank limits. ROF, ROC, MCA compliances. Costing methodology, formats and cost controlling. Risk management, mainly operational general insurance. Various best practice formats for finance and accounts. Stock taking, SOPs. Various policies and procedures. Guiding on important key financial ratios. Participation into monthly, quarterly, half-yearly and yearly review meets. Participation into strategic business meets. Participation into recruitment as a CAFT member on behalf of the organization. Process improvement services, Excel linear modeling. This helps into the business decision making. Like for an example, new plant facility opening and closing location decision. A company who is willing to expand the business with a new plant setup or facility, or opening and closing with the loss making, we prepare a model so that the decision is based on the data and its analysis, and not on the perception of any of the key member in the organization. Resource utilization optimizations. There are always constraints with respect to the resources in the organizations. So we prepare a model so that the maximum output is been given from the resources and minimum resources have been utilized for the maximum output. Purchase decision making. Purchase is a very challenging task or decision in any organization, because if you purchase more, you will be landing up with the high inventory, cost, and also to maintain the space which you will require to maintain the inventory would be high with the cost wise and the area wise that would be covered. Production planning with minimum wastage. So there are many areas where into the steel industry we come across, or the textile industry we come across. We have a mother coil or big roll of the textile fabrics. So you have to have a cutting plan which will create or generate a minimum wastage. Inventory ordering control with EOQ model. EOQ model is very known to you, but we work in a different style manner so that the EOQ has been implemented. It's a difficult model, but there are many constraints that can be solved with the Excel linear modeling. Product mix for profit optimization, as there are many products. A trading company or a retail shop, for an example, a retail supermarket. So retail supermarket is having catering, suppose 2,000 to 4,000 products, but if it is investing as a 50 lakh rupees and yearly earning for the 10 lakh rupees, but the dead stock which at the end of the year is of almost 10 lakhs. So the profit or the revenue that it has generated would be zero. So we prepare a linear modeling with respect to the demand, with respect to the sales, monthly sales, with respect to the stock. A triangle model has been defined so that the ordering level gets improved and you do not land up with the high inventory carrying cost, and you make a good profit. Transportation cost effectiveness. There is also transportation cost effectiveness. There are different transporters with play with the different points or parameters. You find that this has been cheap, so only the cost parameter per kilometer or per tonnage or per kg, this has been the parameters which we are known into, but we do not land up or do the analysis part from the transporter aid with the distance and everything. So this is the combinations which we prepare or help out to get it achieved to the Excel linear modeling. So you do not need your brainstorming again and again or while the revision of the transportation costs. Similarly, for the transshipment cost effectiveness, working capital management model, capital budgeting model, inventory policy model, investor portfolio decisions. Virtual CFO services. With the virtual CFO services, we help you into the areas of benchmarking, comparing your industry or the organization with the similar kind of competitor companies to have a benchmarking of your key parameters, ratios, or the marketing strategies, etc. Financial reportings, management reporting, performance variance reports, variance reports, assets management, working capital management, inventory management, fund flow and cash flow management, strategic business plan, annual business plan, capacity utilizations. We have another vertical as a recruitment services. Assessing first is the vacancy as per the organization chart. Drafting JD's KPI for the position. Competency required. Scheduling interviews. Sign off of documents and NDA. Placing right person at the right place. All kinds of certifications. PCA services. Practicing chartered accountant services. All kinds of certification depending on certificate required. All audits, statutory, internal, IFC, internal audit, cost audit, CS audit, system audit, etc. Fundraising will be based on the type of funding and in the percentage usually decided as per MIU. Presentations and meeting with the investors, permit charges, representation to authorities or bodies of various government, MCA, SEBI compliances, insurance advisory services, DO director policies, policies, CGL, etc. Business valuation services, architecture service while implementation of the new ERP or SAP system, house in order for IPO services, IPO assignments. We also help into the pre-IPO readiness services. So next is the complete business transformation assignment. Diagnosis of all the department as is operating structure and reporting structure, identification of the gaps into SOP, RM, RCM, capturing and reporting of the financial data, setting up of each department, organization chart, JD, KPI, competency mapping, review mechanism, implementing top-down approach, restructuring organization chart, providing right person, right place under recruitment services. Thank you.